Hey, how you guys doing, man? I'm back again with another episode of The It Factor. As always, I'm your host, Shayna Robinson, and today we're here with another special person. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shayna Robinson, and I'm the owner of How to HR consulting firm.
Got you, guys. So first off, tell me what got you into HR and why is it important? Like, why is human resources important?
Yeah, great question. So, what got me into HR is I was working in admin. When I got into HR, it was kind of new to me when I first learned about it. I was working in administrative offices doing admin type work. And as I was working as a temp employee at an agency called Express Employment. So at Express Employment, I had the opportunity to work at different businesses. I started doing administrative work. And with administrative work, I found out about HR because I was working really closely with the HR department, learned about what they do. And I said, hey, I feel like this is something I can be good at. And the more I learned about it, like the admin function, the people side of things, the strategic side of things, I started to like HR even more.
Oh, that's amazing. I love my HR at my company right now.
A lot of people don't say that, so that's surprising.
No. It's certain things that it helped me out with. I actually, on a side note, outside of this conversation, I was going to reach out to them just recently, but I just pivoted to another team. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let it go. But
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But
Yeah.
first off,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, what were you about to say?
I was going to answer the other part of your question. It's important because in human resources, a lot of times people ask me, okay, you work in HR, what does that mean? But when you have a business, having human resources, understanding how to onboard employees, all the way to offboard employees, everything in between, that's an essential part of the foundation of your business. So that's why it's really important.
Gotcha. So like when you were in school, did you ever see yourself, being an HR? Did you know about HR as much before you did that role?
I didn't know about human resources at all in high school. I knew about it a little bit when I was in college, like what HR did as far as helping hire and fire people, but I didn't know about all the logistics in between. So when I graduated college, I still didn't even have an idea that I wanted to work in human resources. I learned about it more so, I guess, a little bit towards the end of college, right when I was out of college working at that temp agency. But while I was in college and high school, I didn't know about it at all. But now what I do is I host different career workshops for high school students, telling them about HR. So it's like, it brings it all together.
Okay, so full circle moments. That's because I definitely didn't know about HR. Like, even when I onboarded to my new team, like one of my teams coming to like corporate America as a whole, graduating college. In your internships, I didn't really know about HR because you're an intern. But I think once I got introduced to them, like my first day, I was like, yeah, so what is HR for? And like, you don't never want to talk to HR because HR.
Yeah, that's the risk like a lot of times.
Yeah. So now being able to talk to someone like yourself, I would want to ask, why is it important to have like a safe, open workplace? How do you feel about that?
It's important to have a safe, open workplace because when you build your business off integrity, trust, authenticity, it helps your business be equipped for success. You have that team to back you up. And when you're supporting your team, letting them know they can trust you, you're a business that stands with integrity, you have a solid foundation, your opinion or your stance doesn't sway depending who you are around. So if you stand for your employees in a certain situation, you don't switch when something comes up outside of the workplace that may affect your business. So it's important that you always run your business off of having integrity. And that's going to help have that open, safe place to work and for your employees to feel like they can communicate with you about certain things and you can talk to your employees about certain things as well. Because if your employees don't trust you, don't trust certain things, they're not going to be able to do their best work. So it all starts with having trust and integrity at your foundation to have those open lines of communication.
I like that. I like how you phrase that as well. Good for the viewers and also good for me because I think about some of the things I didn't know. And even looking at your page, research and get ready for this show, I was like, this is good information that I feel like the world should know because it make you feel so much better about, not only reaching out to HR, but also seeing how much they're there for you. to help you out.
Right. And that's exactly what we're here for. And I think a lot of times people think HR is just to protect the business and enforce policies and don't do this. But we're here to protect the people as well. If you have a problem in the workplace or you feel like you're treated unfairly, truly come to HR. And a good HR professional is going to make sure those situations are handled and looked at thoroughly. So that's what we're here for. Not about to point and say this person did this, but more so to fix situations that come to our desk. And I know sometimes when I was early in my career, before I knew what HR did, if I felt a certain way about something at work, I didn't know who to talk to. I felt like kind of awkward going to my manager about it. So knowing you have that open place where you can communicate is really helpful.
Yeah. So in there, I said, what is your it factor? Why you do what you do?
I do what I do because I truly like making the workplaces better. And with that, my specific point is with inclusion in the workplace, working in human resources. I've seen some really good things happen about, businesses being inclusive and making a way for all people to be included. But at the same time, I've seen where executives did things that weren't so ethically right, so to speak. And with that, I was like, I want to be that person to make sure people that sometimes don't have a voice or are excluded from the workforce have the same opportunities as other people that can easily get a job. So just creating that place and that environment where people of all abilities can have competitive, meaningful employment. So that's something that means a lot to me and something that I'm working on, with my business being about promoting that inclusion in the workplace.
Actually, so tell me a little bit more about your outside business, your business that you do. How is that?
Yeah, so I left corporate back in October. So it's still really new to me, but I'm excited. I'm enjoying the process. It's a lot of hard work, ups and downs, but I truly am enjoying it and just taking it day by day, but having my goals set, but enjoying the process as I go. Like I said, I decided to work in HR and have my own business in HR to create inclusion in the workplace and truly help employers create a great place to work. For a lot of times for small businesses, they don't have the financial resources to have an in-house HR person. But if you have an affordable option for HR resources to make sure your business is compliant, having the right talent to take your business to that next level, you have that assurance that your business has the best opportunity for success. So that's what How to HR is all about, making sure small businesses promote inclusion. Well, all businesses of all sizes promote inclusion, but we specifically help small businesses with everything from onboarding to offboarding and helping create a great place to work, handling remote employees, those different things.
Got you. Okay, I love that. I love that. And I would definitely say, how could my viewers get in touch with you or find out about your page if they need you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at how2hr. It's how_to_HR. My website is how2hr.org.
Brother had the specifics. Gotta have the specifics.
Yeah.
So, what is one of your ultimate life goals? It can be outside of work. It can be just an individual goal.
My ultimate goal is to have the time to afford me the lifestyle I want. I feel like money is fuel, but time is the ultimate, car, so to speak. So money gives you fuel to have your car. So I want to make sure that I have time, and I just want to have time to travel, spend time with my son, and help people. If I can do anything in HR, so I love what I do, but I would like to go around and speak about HR, talk about it, and just help small businesses with that. So that's my ultimate life goal, just to have time to travel, spend time with my son, and make the workplaces better.
That's awesome. That's awesome right there. I definitely know you're gonna be able to succeed in that, and I know more is gonna come in you doing that. I can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So in that, I would say, before we do close out, what is a thing that you would tell a person that need to be a woman or a man that's working in the workplace? What would you tell them if they feeling like they really do need to reach out to HR, but they don't know how to do it? Like, what would you tell them, like steps of how they could do that?
If you don't know how to reach out to HR, there's you have to, maybe you don't want to speak to your manager about certain things, but look and see if there's like a contact list within your company website. There may be like an exact contact phone number or email. So that may be a way to reach out. So look at those lines of communication and those options you have. Sometimes employers have employee assistance programs, which is people that you can talk to about issues that you're having in the workplace. And if you still cannot get in touch with HR directly, reach out to the EEOC. So it's the EEOC.gov. If you need to file a complaint, if it's a serious matter, definitely take those steps and address it. Don't let things just go unnoticed or not talked about, because speaking out on a situation, you may be helping others who are experiencing that same thing and not being able to speak out. So definitely look at those lines of communication within your workplace. If nothing happens, there are higher officials outside of your workplace that can help you as well.
Gotcha. So in that, I say, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do have a question for you. So I watched a few of your talks on YouTube, and I know why you started the It Factor, to create a platform for, professionals like us, and I appreciate that. Now, but if you weren't doing the It Factor, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't doing the It Factor, I'll still be doing something like this in the capacity. So I've always been a person that I see myself as like always being able to bring people together, love to network and reach out to people. But I definitely think if I wasn't doing this type of platform, I would be doing it more volunteering. I'll probably be speaking to schools a little bit more. And that's what I'm kind of pivoting into doing outside of doing this. But I also think that I would at least probably still be like doing these same type of things. So it would probably not be the It Factor, but it definitely be the same type of like me reaching out to people, getting in touch with the people to get them to speak about, their jobs and things of that nature. I do this because of the fact, I know you've seen it in the episodes. I do it because of the fact, we need it, especially Black people need to see that, it's a person in HR, it's an engineer, it's a doctor, it's a lawyer. Mm-hmm. These are people that do these things, and this is what we go through. This is our journey that we went through, and I think that's very important. Definitely me attending my school, I definitely saw so many people that I was just like, this is a great way to like grow each other. So I definitely would say I would be doing something in that type of capacity if I wasn't It Factor.
Always needed, much needed for sure.
Yeah, thank you for all your support and everything. You ever need anything or you need me to shout something out or anything, like let me know, and I definitely support you in that nature.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, man. Also, before we close up, we can go in. Do you have any shout outs before? I want to ask you one more thing before we do.
I don't have any shout outs. I gave my Instagram information, my website, so I'm good.
Oh, cool. All right.